Thank you very much. Mr. Bernard Cheng, once again, welcome to our topic, electrochemistry. In our previous lesson, we learned that hydrogen upset can be used to obtain the standard electric potential of a chemical species. When you have a metal and hydrogen upset as is shown in the diagram, whatever is deflected the voltmeter refers to the standard electric potential, like in this case is the standard electric potential for zinc. This hydrogen half cell is made up of 1 molar solution of the acid, preferably sulfuric acid, and the hydrogen is being pumped from outside, and this electrode is platinized platinum. The reason why platinum is used: one, it is an inert electrode. It does not react with the electrolyte. That's one. Two, it provides the light surface area for the adsorption of this hydrogen. This hydrogen will stick onto its surface. In chemistry, we say that it absorbs hydrogen gas and allows the reaction now to continue. So, in this kind of electrochemical cell, how do we come up with the equation of the reaction taking place in this half cell that undergoes oxidation, and what is it that is exactly taking place in this half cell of hydrogen? In this half cell of zinc, we know that zinc is above hydrogen reactivity series. That's why we place it on the left hand side. The reason being, more of electrons will pile up on its electron comparatively to hydrogen. Now, the electrons that are piling up here, they flow through the connecting wire. This is zinc metal, zinc plate. These are electrons. As they flow in this direction, current flows in the opposite direction. This is now current. Flows in the opposite direction. As they flow in this direction, there will be a deflection in the voltmeter. This half cell of hydrogen is assigned the electromotive force of 0 volts. It has an inert value of 0 of hydrogen. Half of hydrogen accepting an electron to form hydrogen ion. Half of hydrogen losing an electron to form hydrogen ion like this in aqueous state. By losing an electron, it is assigned E naught of 0.00 volts. So whatever is being deflected there is picked as the standard electric potential of that particular metal. In this case, it is zinc. So in this case here, we shall have zinc solid from the electrode goes to the solution to form zinc ions. As we agreed in our previous lesson, this vertical line represents a phase boundary where the potential difference is developed. In this case here, it's a phase boundary that separates a chemical species. In this case, it is zinc solid and zinc ion. And then we have two vertical lines. These two vertical lines represent this salt bridge. And then the electrons that are lost from this half cell, as they travel through the connecting wire, the external wire, they are being picked by hydrogen ions. Now, hydrogen ions, as they pick the electrons they requested, they form hydrogen gas, like that. So, whatever is deflected on the voltmeter, as in this case, whatever is deflected is noted as the positive 0.34 will be reflected in the voltmeter. This positive 0.34 is the standard electric potential for zinc because hydrogen half cell has been used, and hydrogen half cell is referred to as the standard, is the reference half cell in obtaining the standard electric potential of all the chemical species. Like in this case, we have zinc. Now, in an electrochemical cell where we have a less reactive metal than hydrogen, the question is, how do we come up with an electrochemical cell? In this case, zinc is above hydrogen reactivity series. That's why we place it on the left-hand side, the way we place a book. But in a case of copper, how will we come up with an electrochemical cell? Now, in this case, these bubbles that you are seeing, the gas that are coming out will be observed as bubbles as they come out here. Allow me to explain this one first. The bubbles should be seen coming out because hydrogen gas is being formed. But in a case where we have copper half cell and also hydrogen half cell, we know that copper is below hydrogen reactivity series. And being the fact that it is below hydrogen reactivity series, hydrogen will produce more electrons comparatively to copper. So when you're coming up with an electrochemical cell, hydrogen half cell must be on your left hand side, and copper half cell must be on your right hand side, or right hand side. This way, we shall have copper. This is now a cell diagram. I mean, the chemical cell showing that the metal which is below hydrogen in the reactivity series, where it can be placed. Like in this case here, we have copper half cell. This copper half cell, the fact that it is below hydrogen in the reactivity series, now we place it on our right hand side. And hydrogen, being now more reactive than copper, is placed on our left hand side. Now, the electrons that are piling up here, the question is, where do we get these electrons? The hydrogen gas forms hydrogen ion like this. Hydrogen ions, this hydrogen gas forms hydrogen ions like that by releasing 2 electrons. These 2 electrons, this hydrogen gas that is being pumped here, is what forms an ion from along this platinum. As I said, platinum is an inert electron on the surface of platinum, and it also provides the surface area for the adsorption of hydrogen gas. So this is the reaction that is taking place on this hydrogen half cell, and as we have agreed that the E0 value, the standard electric potential of hydrogen, is assigned 0. It's universally accepted that it is assigned 0.00 volts. Now, in this case here, the electrons will flow through the connecting wire like that, as the current flows in the opposite direction. Now, the electrons that are flowing through the connecting wire will be piling up at this copper electrode. And that's why we refer to this half cell as the cathode. Reason being, the electrons are being picked. The electrons are being picked from that particular electrode. The electrons are piling up in this particular electrode. And that's why we refer to it as the cathode, or the half cell that undergoes reduction, because the electrons are accepted here. So in this particular half cell, we shall have copper ions accepting the electrons, form copper sodium. And therefore, with the time, the copper ions that make the solution to appear blue, the blue color will fade because they are being removed from the solution. So the blue color will fade from this solution, and indeed, the mass of the copper electrode will decrease because copper will be deposited on this particular electrode. And then the question is, how do we come up now with an electrochemical cell diagram for this particular electrochemical cell? In this case, we shall have hydrogen gas forming hydrogen ion, hydrogen gas forming hydrogen ion like this. The electrons that are lost flow through the connecting wire. As I've said, this is the phase boundary where the potential difference is developed. There's a salt bridge indicated by the double parallel lines, and then there's also, we need to indicate platinum here, PT, to show that indeed platinum has been used as the electrode. And then we have on our right hand side the copper ions accepting electrons to form copper sodium, which is being deposited there. Whatever is deflected in the voltmeter, in this case, we assign it positive. In this case, positive 0.44. Why positive? While when we had the other zinc on the other of the left hand side, it was negative. Why do we assign copper in this case here positive? The reason being, when it is placed this way, hydrogen half cell has more electrons comparatively to copper, and therefore the hydrogen half cell is more negative compared to copper, and therefore copper is positive with respect to hydrogen. That's why we assign it it is assigned positive inert value. Inert value because hydrogen half cell has been used as a reference half cell. Remember for copper, for zinc, we said zinc solid goes to solution, forms zinc ions in aqueous state, the salt bridge, and then we have hydrogen ions in aqueous state, two of it, to form hydrogen gas, like that. The inert value here, we say to be, like this case here, is supposed to be reflected, but because we know that the zinc half cell is more negative with respect to hydrogen, this, in as much as this is written as positive 0.34, when we come up with the reduction potential of zinc ions like this, plus 2 electrons, we write it as zinc solid, but with the inert value of negative 0.34. This negative shows that the zinc half cell is more negative with respect to hydrogen. Thank you. Let us continue in our next lesson.